Hey everybody. Man who's making ham here to play some video games in the time that exists between ham. It's in the oven, it's baking. Little more work to be done, and I'm going to have to go and periodically tend to the ham. But in moments, I'm going to get to do stuff here. So, factory. Good news, bad news. Good news is I looked at the factory and most everything is going okay. Bad news, I looked at the factory and there are exceptions to that. So we're going to have problems. Like, here we go. There we go. I turned off rock food when I copy and paste. Everyone saw me do this. Everyone asked, is he serious? And unfortunately, the answer is yes, he was serious. But boom. Hopefully, this will now resolve itself. Or not, I don't know. Next. Should probably mess with the Guar line. I forget what needs Guar. I think it's Bodo's food. But this place is all out of balance. What I really want, I probably should switch to, is get this upgrade. Next time science is going. In fact, let's do that now. Let's switch over. The Guar upgrade here, let's discuss them. I looked at it a little bit, and I will talk about my thoughts, because honestly, why else are you here? Guar upgrade. And we have this. We have a recipe Guar Pulse, nanobot-based technology that can monitor the health of individual Guar plants in real time. The semi-perfect environment allows for the occasional production of zinc nanocomplex as a byproduct rather. And you know how I feel about byproducts. This means that I must always have a draw on zinc nanocomplex, and I don't know if that's going to be true. I mean, it's probably going to be true, but it's not necessarily so. So I am immediately averse to this because I don't want to complicate things, and it also requires me to put in an extra ingredient. So extra ingredient and a complication, which might be worthwhile. I'm still going to have to make the nano complex system, but unfortunately, and because Guar will never be able to cover it all. So this I'm not doing. And then Aqua Guar, genetically engineered strain of Guar that is resistant to drought and grow in saline soil. And so this makes it more efficient in respect to Guar seeds. So it's like 30% prod and speed with only respect to Guar seeds though. This is really good because Guar seeds are the limiting input. Like, look at that, 48 sand. And you have to add in coarse fraction. I might have to go to this. So what's the difference here? 2 pesticide and more sand. A lot more sand. 48 sand, 20 soil. Oh, it's less soil, more sand. That's not so bad. I might have to go to this recipe one day. Because it's all just normal stuff. But then this is 20% off seeds, and since seeds come from Guar itself, this means it's just even more efficient. So this is a good one, probably the one I'm taking. And then right here, it's a flat 5% prod, so prod in respect to everything instead of just seeds, and then speed. So I think Aqua Guar is definitely the way to go. The way to go. But that doesn't help me right now because I haven't researched it. And science has stopped. And science is probably still stopped because of Bodos. Bodos, which needs Guar. It's a circle. It's a cycle. So, I think what needs to be done right now is we just have to do a Guar doctor and try to get these going harder. We need more seeds on the belt. So every Guar seed, makes, what, 1.5 Guar-ish? And then the shucking process is 2 Guar. So it makes a lot there. The problem is we need a lot of Guar bean seeds for anything. And the seeds are obviously not penetrating because It's not getting over here. So we just need more seeds on the belt, but it's a real complex relationship. Because we have shuckers up here as well. Looks like we have some sort of wave going. What we have here are capturers and then regulated distributors. But these distributors obviously aren't enough. And they're not able to capture enough. Also, we're capturing too much. That's the problem when it comes to guar bean seeds. So these guys, you need to be regulated. These just stop. And you need to go when guar bean seeds are greater than or equal to, let's say 6,000. Let's try this. And so you are all disabled. And so it will all float past, and these seeds will go back up, and that will then immediately hit onto the next guar bottleneck, whatever it might be. So we're going to increase the amount of seeds coming. I could get the next level guar, right? Guar. And that's great alien sample. I have that. I can just build this on. I should probably get this working first, right? And then we got to think about the next recipe, which is probably the way to go, right? And the upgrade. What is this? What am I looking at here? Why are you different? So we're doing 15 guar right now, right? What is this? Why are you in petroleum handling? What is this? Is this real? 10 guar to 50 bean seeds? That's 1 to 5. That's better than what's right here, right? Yeah, this is 1 to 4. Is this real? Is this actually existent? It is not. I gotta make a bug report over this. Alright, okay, I'll do that. Not right now. I need to use this time I have now before the ham calls to me. So these are not real. There's a bunch not real. Don't look at it. It's just demons. So we want to come here, more sand, and we have to make pesticide. Do we actually make pesticide? I dare say we do. Pest. Pest? This side? Are we not searching? Are we not here? Pesticide? Do I have to hit a button? Wait, what's going on? Reset remote view. Go look at the factory you haven't thought about in hundreds of hours. Anyway, why isn't my search working? Copper. Alright, that works. Pest? Is this just saying there's nothing beginning with a P? No. Phosphate? Is this just the search is really slow? We don't make pesticide anywhere? Alright. I suppose that is my answer. Pesticide wasn't it for potatoes? Didn't I make it for potatoes? Didn't I do this? Did I not do this? Okay, so it's happening again. No, I didn't do it. It's all at level 2. It's happening again. It's definitely happening again. So why is the seed count not rising if we're not taking out of here anymore? Oh, they're probably all flowing in here. And now we need more of everything else. We probably need a lot more dirt, right? It's 40 soil per, geez. And right here, are we catching up? No. So we probably need you. Okay, careful. Careful, careful. Careful. You're gonna cause another incident. There you go, and that'll be on the other side. Are you all hooked up? Guess so. 4,000? I think we probably need more, honestly. Let's just go wild, right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to go all the way up to 6,000 on just one. And we'll see what happens. Should most definitely be on 2, though. Alright, be bold. It's a pretty long belt. Close to an extra long belt. And what we really need... Okay, now seeds have gotten above criteria, right? So these guys are now on, and you're waiting for seeds to come around, which you will strip off. Which is kind of a problem, because the seeds come in waves, right? Right? Because now there's a big band of no seeds. I wonder if this is something I have to think about more. Because that's letting him through just because it's flooded. And that's fine, I guess. But not really, I suppose. We want more seeds, and it's only going to go when it falls, but most of them are before. And, like, it's pushing it back onto the sushi belt, you know? I kind of wish... Maybe I was right before. Maybe what I want to do is just be a little more aggressive with our outserting. Right? Raw, unfiltered aggression is the way to go. You will go when the belt is less than 6,000. And that will definitely put more seeds on the belt, right? It's... Oh, okay, well... Okay, right to... Yeah, reuse. Reuse the concept. Okay. Now you're disabled by control because there's too much, but you guys will no longer have control behavior. You will be completely uncontrolled. You will get all guar bean seeds. Meanwhile, these guys will turn on when it's above. I really want to... See, this is kind of giving me the same problem, right? I guess I have to regulate... I need to test this specific area here. Like, this specific line, whenever... What are you doing? What's your purpose? Oh, this is trying to address that problem. It's saying whenever this guy doesn't have seeds, you should be turning on, right? But where are the rest of the seeds coming from? 17? What? Where is 17 coming from? Oh, it's reading the ingredients when it just needs to read contents. That was... Okay. So this was never working. So this was my solution to this before, huh? Maybe I... continue going with that? Maybe I'm trying too much. Actually, I think that's a really good way to solve this problem. Only we want to not sample here, but sample at the farthest point, you know? So... Well, no, that kind of is the farthest point, because we have this other seed maker right here that feeds these guys. And so if we get through to all here, well, actually the farthest point is probably this guy right here. Okay, this is definitely not how it's supposed to be going. I've made a mistake. So we have a preferential grabber over there, which is working. Maybe. And these guys are grabbing everything, and this is how the seeds make it onto the belt. And we will allow it to get on both sides of the belt, right? That'll put on both sides. Like so, yes? Now the problem right now is we are full up. Is this going to be enough to keep all of these filled, though, is the question. The answer is probably not. So let's have 2 and see what happens. Right? Make sure you're both hooked up. So this guy's finally going, that guy's finally going, and it's shut off because this guy has enough seeds. I wonder, and so it's going to go again when this guy runs out of seeds. So I suppose we should probably sample at the beginning and the end, right? And if we have the beginning and the end working, that should heavily imply read contents. Don't read ingredients. If both the beginning and the end have a lot of seeds, that's going to be tough, right? Because it could be concentrated all in one. So over 30, I suppose. And it dumps in until, but it won't load in. Less than 25, I guess. I don't know if I believe in that. It's working for the moment. Sushi belt is harder than it looks. Now it looks like we are low on soil. And these guys are working as hard as they can to try to get that soil content up. I think I have to come back to this later. It's like you don't have soil. Now we need just more soil. Kind of need the... I almost want to have them going in sync, you know? Like whenever there's soil, we also put seeds on in one just ongoing wave. Oh, and another big problem here is there's no red inserters. So it's only going to be able to stack insert. This is again old style. Like I almost want it to replace all these stack inserters with just red inserters. That would be unfortunate to have to do because it keeps... A lot of the stuff needs greater density to trigger. So I guess the answer is just greater density, especially lamps. Jeez. So greater density it is. Oh, we even have another one right here. All right, so this one's not so bad. I kind of am afraid of what I'm doing right now. You know, I feel like I'm overloading this belt with all these materials. I feel like I am not in control of this system. I feel like I need to use my eyes. Now we're stopped for lack of beans. See, we need to measure how many beans are on the belt, not just what's in the system, because the system is so clunky. We have this big stripe here. I feel like I've ruined this somehow. Now we're going to be in a real periodic Guar swing. Yeah, like this. I mean, exactly like this. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And if we can find like a proper way to do this, like a proper formula, a big problem is not having any red hands. That's honestly just an incredible problem, which I should have addressed. Do I think just one red hand can keep up with everything that needs to be loaded? Probably not, looking at the rates. Needs to move like 2.5 a second, and I don't think red hands do that. Fast hands could, but it's at the wrong distance. These guys are now going, and now we're stuck for lack of beans. So it really is just a... Here. I got an idea then. Let's try letting go. Just let go. And just always be recycling these beans. Always. There will always be beans coming. We're not going to try to regulate it. We're not going to try to control it. We are just going to say constant stream of beans. Pythagoras's nightmare. Like right there. Surely this is enough, right? It's getting nice and distributed. Ba-boom. I feel like I put too much stuff on the belt. I feel like this is probably not good enough. All right, we're going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it for right now. I will come back and look at that. We have plenty of more chores to do. Good news, bad news is we need more mixed ore, we need more chromium ore, we need to increase perlene production. That's probably the best thing to do. And then we're going to draw probably like 2 of these lines. We're not going to get through all the chores today because they're kind of intense, and I want to go do some primary building at some point. Perlene is around here somewhere, right? Right there. There, it was around here somewhere. And we just need more of it. I mean, a lot more. And the problem is... Oh, you're affected by prod. That's really tempting. What I need now is just to beacon this. Give me a beacon? I guess we're doing this, huh? And in you go. I want you to be speed mods. Probably AM3, maybe. Oh, that might work if I put it in the right spot. I didn't just throw it down like this. Yes, it will work if I put it right there. Okay. And, I mean, okay. There's a slight problem with what I've done here. Let's see if we can point out what it is. There we go. Alright, your speed mods. You're speeding real good. You're affecting all of this and some of this besides. You're not using that much electricity. We might have to put more stuff on the belt and like double everything. That seems likely, right? That's same for you. That's same for you. Why did I do a... Oh, because it's 3 things. Yeah, I have to say I have gone overboard on sushi. It's just... It is just a reality. There's too much sushi here. Alright, we're going to assume this is working. Maybe it's going to be alright. Speed last stage of antimony processing. I remember this. I did some rough math, which I will do again for the benefit of everyone here. Because that is why... Oh, I gotta go check on stuff. The ham calls. The ham calls. Okay. Actually, the ham does call. Give me a minute. This is what we're going to deal with in a minute here. But the ham calls. Worry not, friends. The ham is safe. Alright, so quick math. These guys backed up. These guys produce 40 a second. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8. There's 16. So 16 times 40 is 640. And here we are consuming 13 times 8 times 4. So 13 times 32. We're consuming less than that amount up there. And there's no prod here. But because we are kind of short on Timmy at the moment, and we do not have a next level recipe, we can speed this a bit. Probably something like that. Yeah, just a light speed. It doesn't have to go... We're not at Sonic level here. There we go. And now it's going to eat 21 a second times 32. There, that'll consume everything now. This will not be the bottleneck. And that will push over a little more onto this, and it will push over a little more onto silicon wafer production. And that'll be fine. So, good. That's done. The question is, should I glance at Guar again, or should I go do one of these other things first? I guess a glance won't hurt, right? It's only a glance. It'll take but a moment. Okay, you're not going because you don't have seeds. And you have no seeds here. It really is some sort of cycle. There's just no seeds being made. And this is, the seeds that come around are when Guar survives to down here. And Guar does not do that very often. Because all these Guars that are made come up here and they get shucked to seeds. And seeds go with preference into our biomining, phytomining setup right here. And it's going to be really hard to ever be full of these seeds. So we're still stuck in this wave situation. I guess what we really need is to produce more seeds than this consumes. And so this needs to back completely up. And then some will flow down all the way here. Because these guys are just producing Guars. And when they can't do that because material can't reach them, they don't use seeds here. Man, I need that upgrade. I need that right now. I need greater seed efficiency. And a problem with these seeds then is they come around here and there's extra seed pressure coming into specifically this line. And these seeds have a chance of going into this system. But this system is backing up. It's happening before our eyes. So what we've probably set up here, if we were to actually use our intelligence and map it out, we would probably come to see that we are preferencing phytomining. It's a lot of material. These guys are just churning as hard as they can. I wish that solid recipe was actually real. It looks like we're having trouble venting at some point. This is definitely backing up. Maybe the system will come into equilibrium if I just do nothing. Because really all I have to do is just nothing. Alright, I'm going to try doing nothing for a time. I might have to completely redesign all of that. Alright, we need more lead ore. Lead ore is processed into lead products right here. We don't have enough lead ore. It's a problem. We need to find lead. We have... Oh, that would probably be ore erased. Don't know how you survived. We have some lead ore right there, which we probably have to... Is this our... Okay, so this is where it comes from. The only question is whether is shipment enough. So we have to find another lead place. And I don't want to mine it directly because it takes acetylene. And I'm not going to do that. And if I recall, the best thing to do... Is this usable? Oh, you're also being made. Do I just need to put more whales in? Like one whale each going to the direct area. Alright, let's try that. We're going to have one whale. We're going to increase throughput a little bit. I didn't remember we had this. Lead. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Zoom out. Give me lead. Lead ore right there. So I want you to come... Oh, it's moving. It was full up, so I want you to fill cargo, and I just want you to go dump directly in lead box. Right? Right there. Empty cargo. Go and do it. And then I want your buddy right here. I want you to do the same thing. One with the other one. I want you to go over to this lead mine over here. Over here. Over here. Right there. And this is almost full up. Fill cargo. And I want you to take that, again, directly to the lead drop-off. We'll see if short-circuiting this a bit ends up giving better results. All right, on your way. Let's take that off. We're not doing a direct line right now. So I guess the next thing to do is either chromium ore or mixed ores. Mixed ores are right here, and it's going to involve a lot of belting of additional ore in. Which, don't get me wrong, happy to do. See, there's chromium right there. Are you stuffed up? Not yet. But you will be stuffed up. You might just need more throughput. Do we have any other chrome mines? There's one right there. There's a lot of chromium mines around. Are we using any, as I guess what I should ask? This is usable. I could get this online and probably make a direct belt over, or just a whale. It's probably best for a whale, honestly. It's a very short paper route. If I go look at chrome ore, yeah, this is a throughput problem. Direct lines really are is the way to go, unfortunately, for how I see things, how I've designed things. So I guess the answer would be to drag this up and through here and tie in there and then come over. All right, we're gonna bring this online. And I think we're just gonna use whales. So good. I'm gonna need a chrome mine. So I think we just I think we keep the big mines just nickel mine, big phosphate, lead mine. No, they're here. Where are you, chrome mine? There you go. And here, take these, do something with them. I don't know what. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm not going to offer you any advice. Good luck. Right here, chromium. Oh. Oh, it is different from what I anticipated. How wonderful. We're never going to use any of these again, are we? So I do have to go get a big mine from the big mine depot. That is right there? Yes? No, it's a... Yes, this is what I want. Yeah, okay. And so we will pull this up. And I think we're going to have a direct line to the whale, from the whale to the drop-off. We're going to have to... What? Oh, it's built on. That's interesting. It's built on in two different places. Well, we're going to have to get these tailings out. We're going to have to do that here. Okay, so we have to find a place to put to get the product out. I suppose that will be right here. Oh, this is painful. I'm not going to be able to put all this in my inventory, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Problems? Problems have solutions, right? Okay, then iron ore up here. And now we'll bring in the traditional drill head dinosaur. And then we will get this up and going as efficiently as possible. And everything will be fine, right? So you'll come up, you'll leap over, you go over there, that's fine. All right, give me a caravan outpost. And what I will do is this. I will take a dinosaur. I will say, you have a job. You have to be hungry. And then right there. And then I want you to go get drill heads from the drill head box right here. What is this? We're out of ASP still. And that's, okay, we're working on it. Then I want you to come right here and empty that cargo. Go and do it, buddy. The world will be saved by your arts. Okay, right there. There's your drill heads. And that's minus 40%, so we're still going to need modules no matter what. So, okie dokie. And that's bop bop. M4, FM3, something like that. AM2, FM2. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that will work out. We'll have another source of chromium online. And I don't know which way is right. I always get this wrong. Just assume that is okay. And then leap. And then we cross the street. Nice and easy. Oh, we can't do that. All right. Cross the street. The street crosses us. There we go. And this system will come online shortly. There. And then just, I don't know how many of these we need. There. And now we need a whale. And you're going to be a direct line. Mr. Whale, you come here. You're right there. Fill cargo. And then you take it to the Chrome Depot. It's a very short route for a whale. You should just do that until the end of time. All right, good. We should check back in on this. But I think we have chromium ore, and we'll... Oh, this has to be taken care of. That'll be our last chore for the day, plus staring at Guar. How are we doing here? Have we done better or worse? I mean, honestly, that is better right there. This is... We're not showing that same dip. If we can hold this, we'll have made... Okay, this is very good. That we have prioritized Guar seeds here. So that... And we're producing them at a rate that's backing up. That means... now we have to deal with this other problem here. In that these seeds will come by, but they have to pass by in order to enter this bin, which is where exports come from. And we need both Guar and Guar beans. We need Guar for Bodos, and we need Guar beans for an enormous amount of things. And so Are you regulated? You only put 3K on the belt. And are you guys regulated? No, you only put 2.4K on the belt? Oh, that's interesting. Or 4.2 so it is regulated. So that might be why I was running out of the ability to make beans earlier before. It's all regulated. It's not high enough right now. But I think this might be solved. Kinda. We don't have enough beans through here. And it doesn't look like they're coming. So it does still look like we have a pulse thing going, huh? Guar. Yeah, we've fallen off. We talk about a pulse thing when dealing with beans. Again, Pythagoras silently screams. I feel like the system is still coming into equilibrium. Like there's no beans right here. This is insufficient, I suppose. It eats half of one a second. And there's a lot of them. So I guess just by eyeballing that, I do need 2 of them. Alright, let's try that. Let's add even more beans to the system. Let's reflux even more beans, is what I'm trying to say. This is all on account of not having a dedicated bean line and dedicated product line. So maybe I should do that again. Like, take this off and then shoot for regulation. Because we're not... They end up in the bin. But the problem is we're sampling the line that we're putting the beans onto, and that's a problem. All right, stop thinking. No more thinking. I'm not sure about this structure right here. We're learning together, but we're refluxing more beans because we need more beans to come around again. So it was one of these hands did not fully supply all of those. So 2 of these hands maybe. Worst case scenario, there's just excess bean density here, or we can't put beans on the belt, which in case this will back up and that will be fine, and that's a good self-regulation mechanism. Question mark, question mark? I'm going to assume that's true, right? So right now we need belt space, and that has periodicity. It's got a problem associated with it. Now we're not shucking any guar, and we're accumulating guar. We're accumulating guar fairly quickly. Guar beans not so quickly, because that's how it works. Alright, we're going to let this go, and then we're going to go check on the ham, right? I don't think it's quite time yet, but the ham calls. Of course it calls. The stroganoff was excellent, by the way. I think I'm going a little heavy on the spices, on the seasoning. But, so, problem. We need more boron. We need lots of boron because it becomes niobate. And so I'm honestly thinking about prod modding this. I wish I had the good prod mods. Yeah, it's a thought. But we need more hydrogen chloride, and we have an excess boric acid, so you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a beacon, as one does. And I want to be sure not to hit any of these am I just getting more of these? Are they being brought to me? And that hits almost everything. That's going to be good enough, right? that. We can turn it up a little more. There. And these guys are now going more than double speed, consuming enormous amounts of boric acid. And good. And then hopefully the hydrogen chloride problem is solved over here. Hopefully we're making enough boron to keep up with niobate processing over here, which is coming along quite well. I mean, it's slow, but I think we're actually helium positive. I think I can actually put one more of these guys online. In fact, I'm going to go do that. I believe we are using the helium slower than it is being produced. So you'll go and you're going to get twisted. You are in fact going to get it twisted. There. So we added more helium consumption because we're getting more in here than normal. So this will be definitely going at max speed with regard to helium, I think. All right, we did this. And I believe that's going to be it for chores. And we're going to just try to go make forward progress now. You know, forward progress, quote unquote, such as it is. But good. So tomorrow we'll do mixed ore if I don't find anything more important. We need more cobalt, so we need more mixed ore, which is going to be a bit of an adventure to set up, but hey, I like adventure. So niobate should come through at some point, right? Because it is being made and it will be delivered. It'll probably take a solid hour for it to get here, but it will get here. And when it does... Wait a second, that's the last build, isn't it? Right there. Niobate is necessary for this stuff. And then we'll finally get dielectric. I can hook this up once niobate arrives. Okay, we'll do that. And so right now... Oh, we're hung up on aniline. That's on the notepad too. We have to go make aniline. Okay. Be right back. You know where I'm going. Alright, so... This is coming along just fine. I mean, that's true, right? There's a dinosaur right there picking this stuff up. I don't have to worry about anything, right? Okay, making phthalic anhydride. Okay, so now we're going to have to move forward to fluorophore. And fluorophore is the local goal for the day. And then we will have this, this, and that, and we just have to worry about Milfy. And that's an entire thing. And Milfy's using a lot of stuff. Unfortunate, but I will find a way around that. So, oh, signs have started again. That's because Bodos are going again, right? That's if I'm reading that right. Bodos were going badly because Guar was going badly. Yeah, Bodos being processed into precious, precious gas bladders. Where are you going? You need more cubs. No, not Bodos. Fagnots. Jeez. My brain is not functioning as it should. There you go. Put more on. Put more on still. There you go. Because I saw that this wasn't going, and it needs food. And it needs that food so that I can make these. We need more wobbly boys. You can probably do a next level of these soon, right? I'm so used to this being limited by Bodos, but I've dramatically increased Bodos production since then. Alright, so let's keep checking on. Alright, so the number is 5. We live in a world of 5s. We make these, don't worry at that, but right here, this comes at 0.2 a second. This eats it at 0.2 a second, and this makes rhodamine at 0.2 a second. Rhodamine is used... Oh, this has to be an export. For spiroomatad. Okay. 2n, 2n, 2n prime, 2n prime, 7n, 7n, 7n prime, 7n prime, octast 4 methyl oxyphenol dash 9, 9 prime, spiro bifluoryl fluorine 2, 2 prime, 2, 27 tetraamine. I don't know what that is. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do it. I couldn't tell you. That's like a real challenge question. So we need to make this and export it. So we have to make it in probably, probably have to copy this 8. And you need just glassware plus stuff. I almost want to steal glassware from over there. But I think the actual solution is just grab this entire thing, right? And by rights, it should be right here. Now, unfortunately, as I'm sure you're catching on, this is going to have impact here. So this will make our rhodamine. Okay, well, maybe I can do something different. Maybe. We can have it feed directly in. Like this will make rhodamine. Rhodamine. And it feeds directly in, but we wouldn't have a lot of room for big beacons, right? So the rhodamine would go there. And then we will need a 1-to-1 correspondence here, but you need nothing else. And so it's actually like this. So on paper, it looks like we have the ability to do this. This is 3 things in. I kind of want to get rid of this and just use this glassware. Adjust the ratio a little bit to get a little bit more. But I also want to bring it in. I don't know. I'm torn. And we need perlene and we need oxygen. We already bring in oxygen, right? Yeah. Oxygen will just tap off of right there. Wait. No, we need sulfuric. Excuse me. And sulfuric we already have around here, yeah? Right there. So we just tap off of there to get sulfuric. So we don't have to bring any chemicals in. And in fact, we can simplify this quite a bit. Probably just do it like this, right? And that will be so much easier. Can I do a thing? Can I just take it right here and I want multi-purpose and multi-purpose. And I just take this, right? This works, right? This is intelligent. And just wipe out all the pipes from right here. Oh man. That was unusually smart for me. It doesn't usually happen this way, kids. Alright, and then I just have to, we have rhodamine out, and then we have our 3 ingredients in, like we'll make it work, don't look too hard at that. And then it'll come here, and then rhodamine comes out. And then what we need is ceramic and rhodamine in. So this will be glass and ceramic, I guess. And we'll be mixing our, well, I guess we kind of have to, right? And it's bad because it's on different sides. What we want to do is this. Like that. And build units like so. Oh, I need more chem labs. And then we have to have a waste line going out, and we'll make that work. We can... Oh, we have to bring trits in as well. I suppose we can do that with just a dinosaur. It's not far, and they're very dense. So, where do the trits come from? I don't know if we have enough space in here for all this. That's kind of unfortunate. I wanted to get this done right here. In Fluorophore, you do not get exported, right? No, you are used in one thing. So, trits in and meat out probably happen like this and this. And we're not at the right level, so we already have not enough space. So this all has to be moved down at least one. And we need speakers in. So it's speakers and trits. And the speakers have to be recycled. Oh, this is getting harder and harder, isn't it? And then we find a way to get ceramic in. I'm starting to think that this isn't going to work out like I want it to. Just a little suspicion. And then you'll come down like this. And you will attach right here, of course. Right there, and right there. Okay. And we'll get sulfuric in just from that area. So I guess what I'm missing here, the area I must utilize is this. So while this is all nifty, slide it down so that it's in line with everything else. And this opens up this area right here, which I suppose should be for trits and speakers. I mean, trits can be brought in right here. The problem is rhodamine comes out. Maybe the rhodamine comes over this way. And then this is ceramic and glassware, and we make one line that comes out. And we have a ceramic glassware line right here, and a rhodamine and a fluorophore a line right there. And so the photopores come in like that. All right. Okay. I think that's an all right idea. And it will leave me more room to do more of this later on. Maybe. So, rhodamine will go right here. There's not enough space. Kinda. It is if we cheat a little bit. Pythagoras laughs at me for taunting him earlier. Geometry is the final boss of Factorio. Alright, so ceramic and glassware in. It's going to be a lot of each. Probably just like a straight 50-50. And then ceramic will come out here. And this is rhodamine. Rhodamine will come over and around and in. And then we will have a ceramic rhodamine line right here. We'll make it work somehow. And then we'll have a fluorophore outline right here. And then that leaves us trits and speakers. I guess what we need to do is line you up on the other side. Right there. And so we manage trits and speakers here. So we want 2 aerial outposts, or just caravan outposts. I didn't leave any space here for possible, you know what I'm doing, for a via, so I don't hurt myself. So we'll bring in trits here. We'll bring in speakers here. And we will have a speaker trit line going this way. And then we will have stacked waste line going that way. And it will connect up with the other waste line, which I think is right around here. We have another waste material line coming in this area. Well, if nothing else, it comes in, right here. This line, yes, right here. We hook up, it goes straight across, and it's going to be very easy. Okay, let's draw that line over right now, because that'll help me decide where I align things, you know? So like so, and then so like so. Oh, a dread hour has come, a marked time. I have to go perform an action. The action involves ham. If you can't tell, I like ham a lot. I'm not very good at Hanukkah parties. Just true facts. Alright, and then just over, and this is waste animal material. So I'll be able to shove this in. It's going to be kind of a tight build. That's alright. Alright, I need to go get some more chem plants, and then I need to start hooking all of this up. And we have to run a bloodline as well. And then, so does this exist? So the rhodamine comes out and around, but it needs to be exported. So I guess, yes, this does exist, which is kind of unfortunate, right? Okay, hold on. So ceramic glassware. Oh, rhodamine export. So this doesn't exist. So you're not here, and we can use that space for something else. So rhodamine comes around like so. And then rhodamine export is this box. Okay, so all of this can be slid over a bit to give us more room. Probably like that is best. And suddenly we have all the room in the world. So rhodamine will come over right here. We'll join with ceramic from here. And then we'll have lines coming in with all that. Okay. This is all doable. I need to go check out a thing. I'll be right back. I can't forget about spoilage. Spoilage is going to be a big problem. I need more chem plants. Then after this, yeah, it's going to be in the episode. There's no way I'm going to be able to hook this all up and then still have time at the end. Why do I have so few repair packs? Is that an Irving effect? Can I ask for more? Surely I can ask for more, right? Give me 80, right? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Those are probably all my repair packs that, again, I lost by brushing by Irving's cage. That's fine. Oh, how are we doing here? Now, are we low on... No, we are not low on lard. That was my fear. Alright, this looks fine. Don't look at it. Oh, I should look at Guar again, though. That I should do. Because that was supposed to be my big... Oh, it's science start again. Guar. Oh, it kind of fell off. That better be because of, you have too much Guar, right? Like, that is the situation when that is appropriate. Well, that doesn't look like this is the case. Alright, so why aren't you going? You can't put Guar on the belt. Oh, because we have too much Guar. Oh, we have hit too much Guar. Okay. Okay. Alright. So this problem is now solved and we don't even really need the Guar upgrade. But I guess I'm going to go collect it anyway. Yeah. Okay. So the Guar problem is well and truly solved. And if I want to... Oh, I've gone way too far. If I want to fill this up a little more, I guess there's really nothing to do. It's just everything's fine. Maybe this is sending seeds that should be here to places that aren't here now? I wonder if I should turn these off at some point. Now we need more seeds, and these seeds, I mean, I suppose by right should go into this. Alright, we're going to keep monitoring it. Alright, so, things to do. Trits come in, speakers come in. Meat goes out. Then we have this situation right here. And we're going to bring in glassware and ceramic. And we're going to have... Maybe we can do it like this instead. Here, toss that over there for right now. And like this instead. And then we have the logistic area being right here. And so we'll do something like this and make... It's not real. I shouldn't even worry about it. We have a weird setup here. And then this will be rhodamine out. Okay, wait a second. It'll be like that. And then this is our rhodamine out, but it will go with preference up here with the ceramic from right here. Just don't look at that. It's fine. And then the other thing we have to do is get this stuff over. The question is, why aren't you running now? Oh, no aniline. I skipped a step. All right. Okay. Okay, never mind. Let's go back and do this. And we're going to do this out of nitrobenzene in high pressure furnaces somewhere. We need more. All right. Let's go find a way to do some chemical... let's do some chemistry. This should be easy to snap off. I want a stack of you. Probably just a whole stack of you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And we go... Over here is where we make nitrobenzene, right? Somewhere in this area. I strongly believe this is true, despite the evidence to the contrary. No affirmative evidence in that direction. Where are you? Nitrobenzene, right there. And so, I would love to run a line and not have to put this on biofluid. Like right here? I mean, sure. What else am I going to do with that area? Or let's see if we can go set up here and see what happens. And then what we need is high pressure furnaces. You are making aniline, and this is not quite a liquid process. Aniline. There you are. Not this, that. Even though this does take... Oh, wow. 3 Nexlet, 3 Timmy apiece. Is this more expensive than I know? Can be prodded. And the other one, Aniline, is a bunch of phenol, which to be fair I have, right? Like right here even. And this isn't being used because phenol is a waste product of acetone production. And that happens elsewhere. Am I being dumb? Am I being very dumb? It's 100 ammonia though, and it makes half as much. Ooh. Where this takes Nexlet and Timmy. They can both be prodded, right? Where is the other aniline? Can both be prodded. Ooh. Nitrobenzene is slower. This requires more ammonia, and ammonia is a basic ingredient I'm struggling with at the moment. Ooh, thoughts running around my head. I guess we're going to stick with our plan and use nitrobenzene. Is this a good idea? I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing good or bad here. So it is a liquid with a catalyst. So, I'm gonna move you over here, please. Move you over there, and we will build around you. Like so, and like so. That's all hooked up, and that's still going. Good. And then we need a... No, excuse me, the other thing. One of you. Now pull it back. That's set up all nice. And how much of this we're going to need? And how much of this do we have? I'm starting to get worried. I look at this and go, am I sure about this? The answer is no, I'm not. We're even low on Timmy oxide. That's because we're low on antimony. Do we have this stuff? And we have it for the moment. This makes 100 per. And we go look up here. And for this we need aniline at 50 per. We're going to try it. I feel like I should be prodding. I mean, prodding it is going to solve all problems. I'm doing this because I guess I have to just pick whether or not I want problems with ammonia or I want problems with Nextlit Timmy. And I guess I'm making my choice, right? It's like right there, and you're just getting red hands because that's all it needs. And then right here. Am I overbuilding? Oh, you better believe I'm overbuilding. And like that, we'll make it work somehow. Copy all this. Then I don't know where it's going to get bound up, so... Well, no, I know Aniline is going to go south. So that's what we'll do. So I suppose nitrobenzene will come from the north, maybe. And we just kind of do this. Now, we'll wait and see where it comes in, and then I'll adjust it. Here, let's draw the line right now, right? If I need this information now, let's go fetch that information. No need to speculate when I can gather firm data. All right, so nitrobenzene right here. That's not going to work out. Guess we have to come from on this side then, right? And then down. We will do our best. I'm going to get to fluorophores today, and that's going to be it. Glad I solved the Guar issue. Hopefully I solved the Guar issue. Maybe I can squeeze more throughput out by messing with how much Guar is allowed on the belt. Guar and seeds. I'm worried I'm causing problems by redirecting so many seeds. Because the only seeds that make it to the bin are those that don't get pulled at that last stage. I guess the answer to that question, if that is actually a problem, and that's not confirmed, mind you, it's only speculative. But if that is so, that is a problem, the answer is just more seeds on the belt. Increase seed density. And the problem will... I mean, solving itself is a very bold way of putting it. But it will have self-resolution elements to it, I suppose. And that the higher pressure of... Oh, don't do that. The higher pressure of seeds on the belt will mean that more end up in the export bin. True? True? Do we believe this? True? I don't know. It's going to be the endless struggle. And then this will go right here, and you will go right there. Though, Though you need to take advantage of the via I made. Which is good. Alright, this is... Oh, very, very, very overbuilt. I need another pack of Lovecraft furnaces. But that is fine. Because I know where they are. I really wish modules would make again. I might have to goose that because of it takes a long time for a caravan to fill up of electronics Mark III. Takes a very long time. Are we good? Alright, that gets all that in. Then I just have to pick a different one, right? Koopy, right there, right there, right there. And this guy is just headed out onto biofluid, I guess. Because I think it's only used in like one thing ever. Which is... My problem is it's very far from anything. Hopefully the faster biofluid units actually can help that. By that I mean the Chorecocks. Oh, I did the classic thing again. Oh, I should go send a whale. The catalyst is very expensive. I'm wondering if this was a good idea or not. It's not waiting to drop. He's not going to be able to fill his inventory. He's going to have to be goosed. Yeah. Yeah, I get the feeling I may be making a mistake. Yet, somehow I cannot stop myself. The catalyst is just too expensive, right? Well, we can reduce the cost with prod, especially since we've overbuilt on production. The better prod mods are what to do there. That will drop the cost by 40%. At the cost of admittedly dumping throughput. But, like I said, I've overbuilt. That'll help. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, I say. I can probably just leave now, right? We have an aniline area, a far too large aniline area. We're ready to come in and drop beacons should we ever need that. So, okay, so we're gonna... This is gonna be closed then. Science is going, or was going. We'll go again in an hour, okay? How about that? Alright, so aniline will be coming at some point. We just have to be patient. What we need now is to get the line of materials for Rhodamine B. Alright, so you will put on the far side of this belt. So what we need to do then, something like this, that will go on the near side of the belt, right? Yes, that's actually perfect. And then you come right here, and you get joined together, all nice, very cooperative. And you leap over, and we will have a belt that has our two bottled products. And that's needed here and there. So I guess we just don't apologize for nothing. And we come over like this and just come down. Probably like this. And you're just in. Which means this is a glassware line. And then the glassware ceramic line also comes over there. So let's hook up sulfuric, right? And that's super easy. Because we have sulfuric right over here, right? Right, literally right here. In the next block over, yes. So what I need to do is pull you this way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, we'll do the thing. We'll do the embarrassing curl. Alright, so you have your sulfuric. No? No, where's your sulfuric? Oh, did I do this on the wrong line? Is it not connected? I don't think it's connected. Oh, it wasn't. Okay. So there's your sulfuric. There's those two things. We need glassware and ceramic. And that is 2 glassware, 5 ceramic. 2 glassware, 5 ceramic. It needs a little more, so it's going to be 3 glassware, 5 ceramic. 3, and the number is 8 here. It's just going to be even a little more. It's going to be 9 glassware, 5 ceramic. Gotta be whale hungry. And you go out, and I want you to go to a place and get me glassware. I want you to go and get me... Oh, I should have put this on my quick bar. Glassware. Quantity 4,000. And then I want you to go get me ceramic. Ceramic, which exists somewhere in the 5 stack. Yeah. Load items. Ceramic. Like so, like there. 5,000. Then I want you to come here. I want you to wait for a circuit condition, which is, as per great tradition, that. Unload, unload, 1, 2. 4,000, 5,000. There, and you're off. We also have to go kick the Nexlet whale. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a void there, I guess, until chromium and antimony kick into gear again. All right, so I suppose all you need right here... Well, first off, we'll finish this off. That's boop, boop. And that's fine. Then you just need to do this. Like there, and you are glassware. Good. And then the rest of this doesn't really exist. And then this will make, well, once power is properly distributed. Moving at the speed of Gorbachev's, maybe even a Huzu. We will have this. Okay. Alright, so this is now all hooked up and ready. You're going to kick in as soon as Aniline kicks in, and that's going to be a while. So don't hope for that. Remember, it is the hope that kills. And so you come right here. And this is going to be a little awkward, right? Because right here we need to put glassware out, and here we need rhodamine out. You are like that. No, wait, you're not like that. You're ceramics. Maybe you even need 2 of them. Probably not, though. And then you are going to be rhodamine, and that's going to be just like that. And it's going to be up like this. And we can probably make it symmetrical, because why would we not? I guess you come up here, up again. And as I mentioned, this is this right here. And that's our in. So the rhodamine right here comes down. And right about here it jumps. This is all well thought out. This is all necessary. But it gets placed in right there. And then we have an export box for rhodamine. All right, and this is product out then. Okay, so where should rhodamine go? I don't know. Here, where's my dinosaur? Mr. Dinosaur, you are going to bring rhodamine to the world. Right there. Then I want you to come here and fill your cargo. And then I want you to haul this up to our new 5 stack, I guess. Right there, and empty your cargo. We're going to make super sure that this is correct. only one dinosaur associated with that. Go do it. Now we split our attention yet again. Aniline is being made. I wish it was cheaper. We're making lots of it. And we should have a Gorbachev on the way. Maybe already on the way. This is going to get so efficient once I can prod it properly. But who knows if/when that is going to happen, given how expensive everything is. How are we doing down here on our most expensive things in the factory? We are stopped. Oh, good. We're going to have to do something about this. We need a next level bioprinter. I mean, very badly. Why don't you have biofilm? Oh, we're all waiting, and you're waiting. That's just silver. All right, don't look at any of that. So this guy arrived. Good. And so what you need is now something like this. Here, we should probably back that off. I mean, it's more than should. It's absolutely positively should back that off. Why do I have processed iron ore in my inventory? So it's going to be an in and an out. Do we do stack inserters out? Sure. And so it's going to be like so and like so. And that's actual product right there. So let's make a nice little unit here and attach it everywhere. And this will make our fluorophore at the rate of 1 a second, which is far too much, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with other things. But that's fine. We're not here to keep up. We're here to build factory. All right, and then fluorophore will make it out to join, what is this, core shell nanoparticles? Yeah, it's not ready yet. Dielectric layer not going. You should probably be close to going, right? It's because everyone's waiting in line for this. Yeah, really close to going. Okay, well this is oh, so we're overextended on helium now. Okay, that's fine. It's all being used, and use is good. So now we have to set up this over here. So obviously right here takes the fluorophores, the photopores, and bring them in. And they have to run, these run a little faster, right? Just a little faster. And we're going to have to deal with biocrud. So we're going to have to do that probably right here, in many places, honestly. So like right here. No. You have two products here. Oh man, I messed it up. So use filters and then this for biocrud. Yep. Okay. All right. I made a mistake. No, we can fit this in just fine. Okay, spoilage accounted for. And then the spoilage in up here will go up there. Let's go just copy what we had in the other trip processing area. Good to see this going. But it's ultimately silver bound and it won't last forever. I mean, this is all affected by productivity. All of it. I really should be taking advantage of that, right? Like, if it's 20%, 20%, 20%, then, I mean, that's like 70% right there, and it's so much more if I use better ones and have another layer. I'll have to consider that, but first I have to get this moving properly. What? What's this no saline water? What is that? No drilling fluid. What is this? We do not have enough saline water. If we go look at some of our great saline water makers. Did I clip a line somewhere? Because this looks like everything's great. These great saline water makers are also... Yeah, how can we be out of saline? We have so much right here. And this is a waste saline line. I don't know if I believe in that. Then more waste saline water is being added in. Okay, so this line should... Well, maybe I'm having flow problems, and what I really need is to have this be a little more full, right? Because that thing with how pumps go faster or slower based on fullness, you know? Saline has a lot of... here, let's try that and see what happens. Saline has huge demand associated with it. Let's go all the way up to half. Let's go 2/3 full. There we go. Now this is pumping as hard as it can. Which means we get up to here. Where's that saline line coming from? Alright, so this is now pumping much faster, kinda? Not really. Problem is these tanks fill up so slow. That's going a little faster now. It's at 2/3 full. That's what we'd expect. But it's not pumping very fast. This is fully pressurized. And this is well supplied. So what's our problem? What was I even looking at? I was looking at this stuff. Oh, now it's pressurized again. Oh, okay. So some deliveries were made. So we might have to have a direct saline line, which shouldn't be hard given its position. I mean, it drinks a lot of saline water. All right. What was I even doing? I was copying this, right? Right, so the situation is thus. This is all materials that are not a photopore. Do we have speakers coming out here? No, we don't. How are the speakers? Oh, the speakers are on the carousel. So what we have is an in. This is trits and speaker. And we have an out. So you are also speaker. Alright, so that happens right here. We have an outline that has speakers, an inline that has trits, and also speakers. So, what I need, I think to move these guys down by 1. And now I need them to go get their respective things. So caravan, cargo. You have to be dinosaur hungry. Get that right there. And then I want you to go get me from the animal stack a whole bunch of trits, please. And those should be right here. Oh, we need more. Ooh, we need more trits. Right here. Empty cargo. Go and do that. Then, hold on, we'll finish this, then we'll go look at trit production. Dinosaur hungry. And then you have to go to speakers. And speakers, I think, are just over here. Speaker production is not, yeah, right here. You go here and you get a bunch of speakers. And then you come here and you empty that cargo. Okay, go and do it. Now, those guys are on the way. Let's go take a look at trit production. We need. Where do we do this? It was earlier, right? Oh, right there. I mean, we're producing trits. This looks pretty good. Alright, you go empty cargo. How is trit production? Oh, spiky. So, alright. What do you need to go more? You need more cubs. Okay, how many cubs do we have on the belt? None. Why aren't you going? You need albumin. Why aren't you going? There's too much albumin on the belt. And you need how much per? 5 per? It takes, you make 2 a second? Alright. We're going to accede to the possibility of losing some albumin here. What is that? There's trits on there? Oh, the trits are necessary to make little trits, right? No. Yes. Yes, the trits split. Do we have better recipes? Trit, even though they're almost always traps. So we're using the cub recipe that uses albumin. And what are we raising them off of? Trit 1. So we're using Trit 1 with cub 2. So that's this, which is just a whole bunch of stuff. And then the second one is I add in a lot of sodium alginate, right? And I just can't support that. Sodium alginate's kind of expensive. So this is kind of a trap, and it's not even more efficient for cubs, it's just more efficient with everything. It just makes every trit, it makes trits faster, but more expensive on a per trit level. That's what I'm trying to elaborate here. Well, you're supposed to get everything else discounted, but and this is sodium alginate and then fish eggs. And fish eggs rot. So it's probably more efficient in regards to sea sponges, and that's the actual real thing. Do I have better trits? Is this something I can do? They're only plus 150%, unfortunately. We can uplift trits. Okay. We can also just double this. There's no harm in it. The buildings are cheap. These are Mark IIs. Yeah. Need more tree seeds? We can help with that. Alright. I believe, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just adding more. Just reflexively adding more. Alright, we're making a lot more cubs. This should make it... Problem is the albumin goes on a real journey. It's not used anywhere here anymore. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to short circuit this again. Anyway, I gotta keep an eye on this. I'm probably just gonna double the footprint. I don't think I can justify putting in 15 sodium alginate into this. Sodium alginate is not cheap. I mean, okay, it is, but it's made one at a time in a furnace with a lot of stuff. And so it's 15 of these. Guys, that's a lot of material. All right, don't look at that. Look at this. This is going, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Because the aniline has arrived. You have made 50 products. So, oh, this has also arrived. Oh, yeah, we already got rhodamine. Okay, good. I gotta just focus what's on in front of me. Trits will come in. Speakers will come in one day. And then what will happen here is I'm kind of doing this goofy, aren't I? We need output priority to this side speaker. Right? And then you come down here, even more. Right there. Then we have speakers. Then we'll have speakers out here. Now speakers will be on the inside. So we do this. And then you put speakers on the belt. Like this. Then we come over here. And then trits get put on the belt on the other side. And then it'll go that way. There we go. That's a good idea. Okay, that's how that gets hooked up. And this will come across like so, no problem. And then this is also no problem. And it gets BioCrud, and BioCrud is dealt with right there. Okay. I want to say this is a good idea. He says with utter confidence, which is completely warranted by his previous experiences. Right, and then this gets clipped right here. And this gets clipped right there. And we just ensure continuity, and then we have to worry about power and blood. And really, what's the difference? There's no way to get rid of photopores, but photopores come out here instead. Fantastic, right? There's the rhodamine. It's building up quite well. Why aren't you going? What's your problem? Why are you not a team player? Oh, we need more dimethyl. It's never going to go up completely, right? This probably should have figured on that. Nah, whatever. So all this is cooking. Why aren't you cooking? No more purling. Is purling going? I know I kicked it earlier. But that is no guarantee that it is actually still going. Imagine if I didn't have a search. I'd have to make signs or something. Pearl. Why do you not find? There's something wrong with my search. There it is. Or I'm just dumb. It's one of the two. It's hard to say which. So we are not going because we don't have enough benzene. Okay, that's an entirely different problem. And that's you. You should be benzening it up, and you're not totally going. We need more strip distillates. Okie dokie. Strip distillates are done right there. You are flickering. That means more medium distillates. So we're just going to write that down. Come here. Notepad. Investigate benzene. All right, so we probably just need more of that. I mean, we just introduced a huge draw in. Oh, we got aniline and we got rhodamine. Now I've also left this fluorophore. Maybe I just have to add more oil. I mean, this is a lot of benzene coming out right here. All right, we did just with the nitrobenzene and the purling. I guess we just put an enormous amount of material requests in the system. Here, let's clip this and start this. We have trits already. You're on the way back, right? You're almost here, right? We're almost done, right? Okay. And so I think we're ready to go, right? Then we'll end up with a line of fluorophore. And that'll be it. We'll be done a little early this episode. which is, you know, I'll take it. It's not going to be going 100%. Oh, there he is. All right, so that is all lined up correctly. Oh, I didn't get blood out. Before I turn that on, I should handle this, right? Oh, why'd I do a double right here? I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter. I suppose it's polite to do so. But let's get rid of the blood. And then this build will be finished. And we will have accomplished our goal for the day. And we can feel good about ourselves. We will deserve ham. How about that? We will have earned our daily ham. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it's in the oven now. Finishing itself. Made a nice glaze. Just straight over. I mean, that's probably what has to happen, right? They deal with blood over there all the time. Okay, right here. Bam. So I want this way. Right there. Just take advantage of this nice... Oh. Okay. Okay, we can fix it. We can fix it. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted, though. By fixing it, I meant, of course, break it entirely. We can break it. We can break it. We can break everything. Kind of want a Factorio puzzle game about fixing a factory in as few moves as possible. Oh, that's probably not what I should have done. Maybe I should be the one to make that, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the factory game. Why are we not there? Okay, so once again, we are still struggling our way to the next material tier, which will allow us to put in efficient, better power, which will allow us to get more silver, which will allow us to overcome many of the problems we are experiencing today. That's it, right? That's the entire story. All right, go. We should probably stop these things when some criteria is met. And that's too many fluorophores, right? So I guess... Alright. Well, we kind of have to do it early. So right here, we're going to read this specific area of belt. When this area right here is put out stacked, has more than 10 on it. When that we have more than 10, well, these guys then stop. I guess that's fine. Fluorophore. What? What? Fluorophore. Okay. Fluorophore is going to have to be less than 10, I guess. And then it goes. I'm not sure. That's 2 full stacks and 1 more, so it's going to stop whenever it slides by. I don't know. Let's just assume that's correct, and I'll adjust it as I learn the terrible truth, right? As per tradition. Probably should distribute that. There we go. Now all this is going, and you are making fluorophore. Probably should be prodded. Probably. Right there, fluorophores. And right here. I guess we'll see in a second. Because we're already making photopores faster than they're being consumed by quite a bit. And it will stop when this is completely backed up. And these guys aren't going because not enough rhodamine, because there isn't enough in the world. That is fine. There you go. I just want to test the brake on this. If we just read off and watch those things come by, it should have like 15 in them, right? So it gets up to 17. Just as a normal pulse going by. I don't know. And when I am confronted with something I don't know, I fear. Yeah, you just do that, and that will balance that going out. These aren't stacked, so there's no pressure difference there. I could restack them right there, and that would help recycle. All right, you should be all off. And this is stuff rotting out. These will get used, but the one that's being processed will rot out in all regards, actually. But that's because we just hit a full stop. Some ingredients rotting are fluorophore. Fluorophore. Done. All right, so we're almost there. Organic pulp, clean, genetic notion, blah, 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 and then all up to Milfy. And Milfy needs to be exported. And then we'll actually start making nanomaterial. And then I have to start saving every little bit of it. Let's review. Now, this isn't what we want. That's not ultimate goal. This is ultimate goal. Nano Structured Material. And then we want to make about 20. My goal is to make 20 of these. And so we have the fiber. We can probably get the acrylic. We got that. This is hard. This is 800 nanostructure material. Wow. This is gonna be hard too. I'm gonna have to probably make a dedicated maker for this because I want so many so fast, and I'm not willing to wait. I'm not sure we're making any of the super steel. All right, farewell to you, Notepad. You have done well. And then this obviously has to be prodded within the inches of its life. So good, we made progress today. Progress on a lot of fronts. Let's go review everything and then recap everything as we do. How many do you have? I kind of want to kick this guy. Because that will cause another wave of Mark II modules. I'm not going to wait until this guy is full. Go. And they'll make more modules for me. And you're at 40% prod, right? You better be right there. Okay. All right, so let's go look everything over again. For everything, every day where we solve problems, we are rewarded with more problems. This is how things should be. You should never be without things to do. All right, let's go look at Guar. And then it's like we're probably not even going to need... Well, we need everything. So, are we all going? You're not. Not enough Guar on the belt. All right, so we need more Guar on the belt. And that looks to be hard set at every individual level. Which is really unfortunate. All right, so we're going to double the amount of Guar. Wait, what? Oh, you don't have enough. Oh, it should all be going right now. Huh? Okay, I guess those guys weren't. Whether or not this is a good idea, I don't know. Like, this entire area probably needs to be just completely rethought. But if the belt gets full, I can always just extend up and add more belt area. Just build another guar making place. I probably should have divided the concerns. There should be guar for guar, and there should be guar for seeds, and the two shall not cross. Trying to do them together and trying to balance them out as co-products. It's just too much cognitive overload for a simple soul like myself. Right. Then we're done. And how much seed do we have on the belt? It's supposed to stop right there. Okay, well. And then there's this. Lots is getting by. Okay, so this is like the break I was hoping to see. As in, this should stop it, but how are you ever going to get this guar out and onto this belt? You can only return after you've taken, I guess. Or, okay, that's what I want to see. Just this nice green wave. I have no idea if this is solved or not. Or if I'm just asking too much of the belt right now. Or if this is all tangled up and confused. That's probably almost guaranteed, right? I suppose it also exposes a limitation with the throughput of this, and that I can never, like, the ultimate throughput is whatever portion of the belt the product is actually taking up. And it's hard to say whether it is an appropriate amount or not. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, Fluorophore is stopped, right? Fluorophore, excuse me. Just completely stopped. This is rotting out. It'll be fine. Yeah, there's stuff rotting out, and it will... Oh, we didn't actually finish that. Okay. Okay, I can go do that. One last thing. And then right here... what we actually have to do is this, right? Oh, and you have to be filter Fluorophore. And then you go across the road. What you're going to do when you get there, that's your business. Alright, and then right here, we need a BioCrud evac point. So this goes this way, and you go up, and you just go straight in. Alright, good. And that kicks everything back to life, but BioCrud now has a definitive exit, and the Fluorophore will have a clean line of Fluorophores. And this is obviously working, right? This line is headed all the way in, and it's not, yeah. Okay, okay, good. So that part worked out. Now let's ask ourselves a very important question. Do we have enough iron ore? Or, excuse me, lead ore. And I don't know if that's true or not. We have this guy waiting to fill. We have this guy waiting to fill. We have this guy coming. Probably still need lead ore. Probably still need more. Like, this isn't filling back up. This line right here. Which implies... Oh, we're full up on lead. So... maybe this is good. Maybe I need to add more. I don't know. Meanwhile, chrome. Probably needs still more chrome, right? Just glancing overall. Wait a second. What is this I see? It's all this chromite sand. It's backing up real hard. And we go all here and... oh, we need more chrome smelters. These guys can be efficiency too. Let's write that down. More molten chrome makers. Sure. So we need... this is a Mark 1. Here, let's add that down too. Mark 1, Mark 2. And then comma efficiency. Green module. Green module. We're going to green module it. Okay, we can do this. We'll like double it and then upgrade everything. So that's like quadrupling it. And then we'll also efficiency mod it in order to not take up as much power. We haven't had an outage in a while. Clipping the base power load on something probably helped a lot. I don't think we need more ore. We need more mixed ores. That has to be next episode too. Yeah, we're waiting for cobalt. This guy on the way? He is. All right, so things are fine. Things are just fine. So let's take our screenshot and just go congratulate ourselves and move on. 2 hours. Perfect. Then I can go finish off the ham project. I would say you're all invited, but I want that ham. I want lots of it. So, and there's going to be ham sandwiches, ham salad, ham for dinner, ham for days. Screenshot taken. Progress made. What did we do today? Well, we fiddled a lot with the Guar line. The Guar area is one of the first agricultural areas I put down, and it suffers from a primitive understanding of sushi balance. And this is done wrong. It doesn't have any red inserters in it, and it's trying to make seeds and guar as co-products, and that's a real problem. I've increased guar throughput. I'm not sure if there is enough still. I have to keep watching it. After that, we made aniline down here. I'm not sure if we're using the correct recipe because it's just going to be sucking down so much Nexlit-Timmy alloy. That's a pain. Surely I'm not going to regret what I did today. But then over here, we used the aniline to immediately make rhodamine and then fluorophores. Do you hear the beeping? Do you hear it? You don't know what that means. Fluorophores is the 2 of 3 major ingredients for ultimately Nano Structured Material. Things are going well. We only need a couple more episodes for that. Yeah, we also put more lead ore online. We put more chrome ore online. We need more mixed ores. That is noted. And we also probably need more trits. Probably need to copy here. I have to write that down. More trits, uplift trits. Yes, I should do both of those things. And we're going to have to double the footprint because the next level recipe is just a step backwards in terms of efficiency. So this is just going to be a footprint sort of thing. So, good. Progress made on all fronts. More progress to be made tomorrow. But as of right now, thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. Happy ham day to everyone. Goodbye.